Hey yo, what's going on, my people? I'm about to show you how I get down on some production. Really, I'm about to just record moments of how I cut up beats, create my own loops, and kind of just lay out a foundation for this vibe. It's something kind of mellow, low key, nothing crazy. But I want to show you how I get down on some of this. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy, man. I made this loop just to kind of start off. Key of D. Some polymax for the pads. Then I added flow motion for a little arpeggiation going here. Check this out. I like this little vibe here. I created a little loop with XO. Check this out. That one, these two here, little clap, little shaker. So basically the pattern goes A, B, A, B. Check this out. If you listen to it, you'll notice that there's a bit of a swing happening. So this is it without the swing. Which I think feels a little bit too rigid. So I added this swing at the bottom. This global feature allows me to add the same swing to the entire groove. And then I did a little bit of like accentuating the fourth. Every fourth beat has a little bit more accent, which just kind of helps emphasize and give it that human touch. And I'm gonna export this. Before I do that, I want to designate where I want these files to go so that I don't lose them. I want to get that groove as one individual sample, right? So right now it's rendering all of the samples that I used, and then it's going to give me the beat or the groove that I created as a wave. I'm going to create a space for it right here, and I'm going to just bounce this, boom, drag it over, and now I have that loop that I just created as a wave. I can save this groove for later, and I'm going to save this shaker and claps. Shaker and clap. I'll leave it like that. So I'm going to save it. If I go to user and I click all, I'm going to see all of the different grooves that I've created, and I'm going to go over to the shaker and clap, and I'm going to assign it to my percussion loops. So now if I go over to percussion loops, I have that saved, and I can create tons of grooves, and then I can go into it later at any point and just change sounds around, and it'll keep the loop. But now I don't have to recreate this groove, and I don't have to go and search for a loop somewhere. I made my own loop. You know what I mean? That's what I love about this particular program. I think it's really efficient at getting what you want with your own sounds, so that you don't have to worry about royalty issues later. And I'm gonna add it to this moment right here. Just copy paste my groove out, and then I'm gonna actually consolidate it into one. So now I have a nice little 4-bar loop of that, and I can probably build this out, give it a break, bring it over here, boom, cool. I got my loop where I want it. In fact, I feel like I got a nice little format right here. So I'm just gonna duplicate this, boom. About 2 minutes 50, that's cool. And we got an intro, what might be a verse, maybe a pre-hook, verse, hook, I need to add a little bit more music to kind of differentiate this hook right here, and then go back to a little vamp, or maybe verse 2, pre-hook, hook, hook kind of thing. That's at least what I'm envisioning. But I have my groove here. You could listen to it. Now let's get back to some cooking here. So I created this kit. This is my group here, New Vibes Kit. I just made this. Check this out. All right. And I'm just trying to section this out real quick, just so I could have an idea for myself of what I'm gonna do. So that's the intro. In fact, let me make markers over here. I like to kind of organize myself when I'm creating, because it helps me visualize the direction a little bit. Let's say the way I like to use Maschine is I use it in song mode. So I could make individual beats and just drop them in however I want. What I really like to do is set up my song, or set up my beat in song mode, so then when I start to add and make variations, I don't got to worry about creating unique patterns. I set that up early by visualizing ahead of time, and then if I need to make additional patterns, then I go ahead and make one after. But right now I know I need an intro, something for verse 1, a pre-hook, a hook, and verse 2. Here's my scenes. Boom. For scene 1, I'm going to add pattern 1. For scene 2, I'm going to add pattern 2. Scene 3, pattern 3. Scene 4, pattern 4. And what are these scenes? Well, I can go ahead and name them real quick. Let's make this the intro. Let's make scene 2 verse 1. Let's make scene 3 the pre-hook. Scene 4 the hook. We'll keep going a little more. I'll do scene 2. I'll do verse 2. Maybe I want a little variation in the way the production is made. I might use the same pre-hook, but I might do a separate hook again. So I'll put hook 2. And now for each of these, I'm going to make sure they each have their own pattern. Now, if I really wanted to, I could build on one of them, copy paste to the other one, easy. When I go to set it up in song mode, I use my bars to tell me when each part is coming, right? So I'm creating the space for this format. And now I can go into each scene and assign a pattern. Each scene has its own unique pattern. Now I can go and build freely from song mode. And the good thing about song mode is it's tracking my DAW. So as I jump through any bar, it's automatically going to create within the hook, within the verse, within the next pre-hook or whatever. If I wanted to loop it, I can loop it right there. And now I can go ahead and create freely. Catching the vibe for it, but at least now I know like this is the groove I want to create. So let me just start light. I'm gonna add a little metronome just for now. All I did there, if I go back to pattern 2, you'll see. Alright, so you hear that rim shot? I don't know feeling like I might need to find a different rim shot. This is where XO actually is pretty convenient. Rim shot, I'm gonna drag it in to Maschine later. Let me see, go for rim. I like that. I'm gonna go over to render. Take the raw audio right here, and I'm gonna just drop it right in. Now I gotta go into this and, you know, edit it a little bit here. Normalize it. I'm gonna take some of that reverb off. Truncate it, fade it out, normalize it again. I'll probably also go to the sound itself. I think what it really needs though is a little transient master. Just gonna kind of add a little bit of attack to it. Alright, now I'm gonna get into the next pattern, this little pre-hook here. Up, so I'm gonna quantize everything, add a little groove to each of them, not too much but enough. Let me take this, boom, there's the one I want, and I could have obviously just clicked it into place, but I really like the feeling of creating by hand what I'm imagining, or at least tapping it into place. Different layers, add little decorative moments. Like I feel like this next part right here, I'm gonna add the swell towards the end of the hook and let it breathe for a moment. Throw a little roll in there. Going back to the rim shots, I'll throw a little, you know, just to kind of give it that flavor. So this is that pre-hook going into the hook. Anyways, yeah, that's how I get down. I hope you checked out the video and enjoy yourself. If you have any questions, any comments, if you want to learn more about how I use Maschine to create patterns and grooves, Feel free to check out the vibes. Comment below. Let me know if you have any questions, any tips, anything, man. Let's engage. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care of yourselves out there.